Hi guys, my name is Pacis and I am campaigning as your next D6 rep for next year's FASA e-board. So a little bit about me, I am a first year student at UMBC. I've been with FASA for 2 semesters, and being a part of FASA to me has been one of the most rewarding experiences in terms of my stay here at UMBC. So the rest of my other experiences here would not have been possible without joining this organization, and I've spent a lot of meaningful time with people in this classroom. Going out to Kung Fu Tea, Iron Age, just today Tito. So you know what? I would like to give back as a member of FASA by representing the best that FASA has to offer in terms of providing a great public image to D6 committee through my leadership skills, professionalism, creative streak, and passion to bring people together. I have an amazing passion to bring people together. It's one of my best qualities, and I have a love of bringing people together, creating events. In terms of, oh man, sorry. 1 second, sorry. Can I just rewind back? Okay. So I would like to give back as a member of FASA by providing us in the great public spotlight in front of D6 committee in terms of my professionalism, leadership, and creative streak, and passion to bring people together. Okay. I also would like to be involved in logistics of planning events with D6 in terms of bringing people together from all types of campuses, from FCAT to UMDs, cultural committees, and generally networking around. I would also like to emphasize increasing FASA's involvement with D6 in the future, moving forward next year with increased turnout of members to such events, such as semis, turkey bowl, merienda, and D6 ball. I plan to do this by using Google Forms and talking with members directly in order to gauge interest, and working in tandem with our media specialists, our incoming media specialists next year, in garnering attention through hype advertisements, or if not, I'm prepared to shoulder the entirety of my work in bringing people more into D6 events. So with better participation to these events comes strengthening bonds, building bonds between other people, basically the essential networking aspect of my speech. I would like to create new bonds between incoming members and strengthening old bonds between existing members. In addition, I have a car, so I can travel from between campus to campus. I can do a little bit of networking around campuses where need be, attend meetings on the meeting grounds, and eventually, just create a general better atmosphere. So, does anybody have any questions at this point? Because that concludes my bit.
Same question I asked Enzo. FASA's turnout at events like Mariana, Dialogue, and Conference have been low over the past number of years. What ideas do you have to get more of a turnout to these events, especially Dialogue?
Dialogue? So in all of our D6 events, I've noticed, especially with the recent ones, we already have a good turnout with some of our bigger events like semis, D6 ball, or actually not D6 ball, but semis, turkey bowl, and generally I want to focus more on the least turnout, because I heard from last time Merienda only had 4 or so FASA members representing us in that event. So what I would like to do, I would like to talk with people directly, because I'm a more confrontational type of person, be like, I want to talk to you, voice my opinion on why you should attend this event, and if not, it's in good faith that you wanted someone to come to this event, and if not, I want to work in tandem with our media director, like I said, in garnering hype for these events to make people more excited to turn out to these events, and build a cultural bridge between other campuses, because D6 is networking plus expanding more on the cultural aspect of being Filipino. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
How was your exposure to D6 this school year?
My exposure to D6, okay, so I'll be truth be told, I haven't had much experience with D6, but I've heard a lot of great things about it in cooperation with existing D6 reps and past D6 reps. I haven't been able to get in touch with Bea as of recently because she only offered it and she made it known to me that she was a D6 rep just like a few days ago, so I've been busy ever since. But I've talked with Chris Mozaw, Caitlin, I can't pronounce her last name so I'm not going to butcher it here, but I've talked with them and they were like, you know, D6 is acting as a liaison between FASA and D6 e-board, and eventually just communicating news between the two organizations so that, you know, we can build a bridge between other communities. And basically, I also, sorry. Yeah. Hold on. So, oh wait, I'm not finished with my remarks, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
So, I haven't had much experience with, to be honest, with D6. But I kind of do have a solid, like, somewhat grip of it in terms of what they do. Just acting in communication between FASA and D6, and creating events, just catering to bringing people together from all campuses in terms of, you know, our culture. Yeah.
The reason why I asked that question was because you were intern for treasurer and secretary. So I was just like curious, like, why you switched, like, what you wanted to.
Another aspect that I was actually attracted to was I heard there was something involved with planning and logistics and the passion of bringing people together. I keep saying this, but I want to bring people together. That's my strongest point. I see the positive in every individual, and I want to share my culture. That's one of the tenets of FASA's constitution, integration, and education. I want to bring in people. I want to ensure people they feel like family, and, you know, create events designed around that aspect of bringing people together.
So if you and Enzo were to get the position, do you have, like, Enzo's involved with like a lot of stuff, like he's in a fraternity, he's in art, ROTC, like there may be times like he may be like overwhelmed or like stacked, like how do you plan on working with him at those times?
Okay, so assuming Enzo was burdened with a lot of schoolwork, I'm fully prepared to shouldering the burden of basically anything. I've had, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of coursework I may have, I don't mind shouldering the burden for much of it, and if need be, I'll cooperate with him in order to collaborate and make sure that we are on the same track in terms of what he likes, and I can build around that and we can work together even though he's really busy.
How can we, like, as FASA, workers as FASA, like, stay connected with you and make sure that you stay connected with us throughout the whole year? Because, like, this past year, we've obviously lost connections with the D6, like, through our D6 reps. So how can we know that you're going to be, like, a stable connection?
Communication is really important. And I understand that we actually did lose some form of bridge between D6 and FASA. And it's been the topic of many talks, so I'm planning to actually go up front and confront everybody. You know, put my email out there, make myself available to all of you. My phone number, root me. I'm available to all forms of social media. You can contact me whenever you want about D6. And likewise, I'll be more open to everybody else, not just e-board, but to GBM, or general body, in terms of communicating what D6 is going on of D6, not just to e-board, but to everybody else. Yeah. So I'm open to you, and the same direction. Okay, hold on. I'm going to be open to you, and ensuring that I'm a good open line of connection to D6 as well as, you know, to e-board. So, yeah.
For next year, D6 reps aren't going to be on e-board. So keeping that in mind and just, I guess, being aware of what is already expected of you in terms of as a D6 rep and as a pseudo e-board member, what do you think is a D6 rep's purpose between both D6 and e-board?
So in terms of, we're no longer.
Whatever you think it is. Like, if you think it's as a liaison or like creating events,
Does
etc.
D6 rep already. So we're not technically part of FASA anymore as a general,
As an e-board member.
as an e-board member.
Yeah.
But still connected
You're,
to
so you're
FASA.
not,
You're
yeah.
FASA leader, so not
Yeah.
board member.
So you're not technically obligated to come out to say events or EVMs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, so not like we're technically not part of. So we're not part of FASA, but we're still connected in terms
Or in
of.
FASA.
Oh, yeah.
With
So
FASA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just not with email. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still fully prepared to acting as a bridge of communication between D6 and our general body. Like I said, it doesn't really matter who I'm catering to in terms of an audience. It doesn't matter if it's e-board. If you have a purpose of use for me, I'll be able to help you out. But it doesn't really matter who my audience is in terms of GV or general body or executive board. I'm open as a bridge of communication to between D6 and FASA. And yeah.
What is your weakest attribute and how you hope to confront that or improve upon it in part?
My weakest attribute. Okay. My weakest attribute definitely is definitely my time constraints. I'm fully prepared to be involved because I know D6 has at least one mandatory meeting per month, and I understand that my workload next year is going to be really heavy in terms of organic chemistry, calculus. It's going to be heavy despite that, but I'm a really excellent time management. If I structure my time out well, I'm able to manage my time around everybody else's schedules and ensure that everything gets done before, and in good faith, everything gets done fully and completely to the best of my ability.